take care of the box.
Welcome everybody to the voice box. What do you think when you think of a cardboard box? Well, I know what I think, Metal Gear Solid. And today it's all about the evolutionary understanding of how we can become one with the cardboard box. The cardboard box we see every day, practically for use in absolutely everything. But one might say, what else can we use a cardboard box for? But let me tell you guys, there is so much more about cardboard boxes you're about to discover. First off, let's start with Metal Gear Solid 3. So let's start with Big Boss and his fascination with boxes, and as such, in this moment here, it's never a good idea to do it when the enemy is actively looking for you and there happens to be a box mysteriously appearing from anywhere. But if you're from a distance and the enemy can't see you, by all means, utilize it well, but just remember, do not be in the line of sight. Sometimes Snaky Boy likes to get a bit too close for comfort and wants to show off his fancy box. But sometimes it's not always the best idea to do it in plain sight, as sometimes guards tend to want to look what's underneath. Snake, what are you doing in that box? Snake.
Who's that?
Yeah, how about we try a hold up instead, Snake?
Go on, kill him. Sorry. Whoops.
So go on, admit it, the cardboard box is the ultimate stealth tool, and it gets you through almost any situation, apart from outside of course, which makes complete sense. But as you can see, the box here is a very effective tool. Anything that you can use it indoors especially is actually worth using. The facts are, even scientists can't even figure out a scientific equation for why a cardboard box happens to move on its own. It can't be that someone's underneath it, that just wouldn't make any sense.
But that's just what some scientists think, right?
Anyway, scientists will stick around long enough in awe and amazement, but don't get too confident, even the most stupidest person can see through that disguise. Not a thing you cannot do with it, including using it to open doors if you need to make a little nifty little takedown, if you will. Let me guess, you've been showing off in the box. Well, that's fine, but just make sure that you keep it well hidden and you're not actually hiding in a box in the alert phase. It's no good. But the beauty of the box is you can also use it as a way of transport. If you fancy going down to the weapons lab, by all means, you can take a trip there. Or if you want to go see Johnny take a dump, by all means. Or Volgin playing with some balls.
Beautiful body you have. Like a newborn baby.
That's not right.
What the fuck? Gonna do? Report it to the authorities?
It really makes you wonder why you need anything else other than the box. I mean, let's face it, this paper mesh beautiful cardboard box is the ultimate weapon to surpass Metal Gear. The box is the meaning of life, and it isn't just about moving things in a box and moving it to another location. I mean, you can use yourself to move to another location in order to be transported wherever you well choose. Just make sure that you have the right box. If chosen the right box, it will transport you where you need to go. Isn't that right, Snake? Where are you?
I'm in a box. You should come inside the box.
The main wing hangar, huh?
What an excellent idea. A box into the hangar. You can set the explosives.
I know. Quit bugging me. Don't waste your time worrying about me. I'll get the mission done.
So if you're not feeling the legwork, get in your box and hop into the van.
Do you know what you're doing? Are you stupid or something? Do you have a death wish? Come on, get serious.
So portable ops this time, and Big Boss is kidnapping soldiers for his army. And this is quite a nifty trick with the box, because this time you can use it to recruit soldiers and put them in the box for them to be picked up later down the line. It's a bit of a different method from the Fulton extraction, but it works. Any ideas with a box, you can make happen.
Gotcha.
You can also switch personnel whilst on a mission. There's squadrons, should we say, hiding in cardboard boxes, waiting for a mission.
Leave me alone. Quit bugging me. Do it yourself.
It's a good idea to take a look around before you leave the safety of your box.
Good to know.
The box of course can be used as a normal item as well. It doesn't differ much from the likes of MGS3.
Metal Gear Solid, Peace Walker.
So years have gone on and box technology innovation has finally advanced in an amazing way. Why have one person in a box when you can now have two and utilize the ability to be able to use weapons within your box? Plus climbing over obstacles has never been more easier. Plus there's a cool reference from Assassin's Creed, but with a little bit of a twist.
Hey, I'm flying!
Back in the time of the Crusades, members of the Order of Assassins used what is called the Assassin's Straw Box to hide and get close to their enemies.
If you're looking for meaning in life, just look at the cardboard box. Big Boss, being the genius that he is, has made himself a mobile straw box that can fit 2 people, and that is perfectly designed for outdoor use in which nobody would think anything of it. Need I also mention as well, you can use this to recruit soldiers and Fulton extract them. But you will need a friend in the box because someone will need to knock the enemies out and Fulton them whilst you keep it moving. And you know the saying, some things are not built to last, and that's the case for this straw box, so make every use you can out of it. Nice work, boss. I hope I can grow up to be like you one day.
It was nothing.
If you, like me, think Fulton technology is a new innovation in technology, well, sign the petition. Because who wouldn't like a box dropped in with a load of goodies? Yes, that is the time. Yes, it looks like it's box o'clock. So grab a friend and go wild, because this box tank is very OP, may I say. It's definitely something I couldn't explain in terms of technology, but this thing really does make most tanks look weak in comparison. So one must still remember this is still a box, and yes, it can be destroyed, and friends of yours might get hurt. But never fear, ambulance box is here. One doesn't need to understand the physics of the box. The fact is, the box can perform miracles. It just saved a man's life from dying, and it just took a man's life from simply removing the box. One must understand the box to know whether they can touch or have the box. The fact is, every single box has its own purpose, and in this case, some may kill an enemy, some may stun, and some may use the function of smoke. Whatever purpose that it may be in your combat situation, the box is there for you. To simply put, the box is your best friend. Get to know the box, and the box will get to know you. For those who played Peace Walker might be aware there is an online function in where you can change and exchange goods and soldiers. And also friends can give you certain equipment and items, but as of today in 2023, I doubt the thing's still active. But it was back in the day, it was really nifty, and it's a shame that it never really made its way into the Phantom Pain. Peace Walker was a very special game, and it's a shame that we never got the actual full rendition like the Phantom Pain instead of it being portable. But either way, it works really well, and I still think to this day people would rate this game as being one of the fun and most enjoyable games of its time.
Snake, what have you done?
Yeah!
You want it, don't you?
Yeah!
Are you saying you want to have my baby?
Room for one more?
No, 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 no! Wait, 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 wait! Wait, 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 wait!
Nick, the sunsets are so pretty here.
Are you feeling okay, Kaz?
Yeah, I mean, I've got MSF business to think about and all. And sometimes it's nice to just sit and watch the sunset, you know?
Dummy thick.
So get down to the beach and enjoy the sunset, you've earned it. And it's fair to say that Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker has definitely made the most best fun ways to use the boxes out of every other Metal Gear game in my opinion. It would have been nice to see a full graphically rendition game of this like Phantom Pain, but one can't argue, for the time it was the most fun and interesting game that we could all enjoy. So let's find out how Boss's and Kaz's day went on the beach.
Bitch! Kaz, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Come on! Kaz! Over here. Are you blind?
Aw, you're so cute.
So we're back, baby, and it's 1984. All the boxes are still all in good as they have ever been before, but this time somewhat better and more renditioned and look so much better. But we've got boxes now that are waterproof. Yeah, that's right, you heard me. A lot of boxes, well, they wasn't really that good with resisting water. But this buddy loves its daily H2O. I'm talking like you can chuck a tsunami on this thing, and it's still good. So by all means, decide which box you want to take, but for me, I think I'd rather take the waterproof one. Well, what do you think? Is that the end of the demonstration, Snake?
Not yet. It's not over yet.
Now, if you've been based, you've been doing your leg workouts and you haven't been skipping leg day. And in that case, you can run faster, even stand up with the box, which no one's ever done before. You can also stand and shoot as well by using the 2 flaps and shoot outside. And if you wish, you can even change a poster on your box if you're feeling a tad bit crafty. But all of these things come to great use. They're not just simply there to look at. I mean, yeah, one can take a look. To put it simple, one doesn't really need to use a magazine anymore. You can actually be the magazine in the box at the same time. It's the perfect design. The cardboard box is every kid's dream. Don't even bother buying your kid a present for Christmas. Just give them a cardboard box and watch their faces glow with happiness. And if you need to make a quick getaway, you can now also slide in the box and use it as somewhat as a surfboard. So there's many variants of different kinds of boxes you might want to choose from different colored boxes and different camos. But really, it makes no odds because there's no camo index, so yeah, just a case of what kind of box you're fancying. Some boxes do serve a purpose, such as a smoke box or something like a stun box, which will actually aid you in battle. Snake gets to carry about 8 to 9 boxes before you can't carry anymore, which to be honest with you, you can have quite the box party with that. And also, if you feel like jacking off in the box, I mean being a jack in a box, you can surprise the enemy by popping out and giving him a surprise distraction in whatever way you choose, such as taking an enemy hostage, which is a lot easier than before. Or if you're simply just trying to escape a few bullets, it can act as a temporary bulletproof box. So let's just say some soldiers are not the smartest in the world, and this guy's probably dehydrated and could do with a drink, and believe that was a real pretty woman on the end of the box. But either way, the art of illusion on cardboard boxes seems to be a thing, so take advantage of it.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Yes, I know what you're thinking, the smoke box, but trust me guys, it's perfect in an environment where there's tons of enemies and you need to make a quick getaway. Plus there's also a cardboard box delivery system as well, so any base you need to get to without wanting to have the ache of travelling all that way, one can simply just wait within the travel box, and just wait to be picked up to be delivered and dropped off to any destination they see fit. By far the best trick in the book. If you simply run out of ammo, or maybe you just feel like taking a different route, you literally don't even need to use weapons these days. Just call in your cardboard box and drop it directly straight on the enemy's head, and you'll be surprised with the amount of damage it will do. But just try not to be the victim of it yourself.
CP, the cardboard box is moving. How should I proceed? This is CP. Knock it off.
So let's take it way back. I'm talking back to the MSX days. Now chronologically speaking, yes, Metal Gear Solid 3 is the first game of the franchise. And the MSX is where it all began for Metal Gear Solid, and cardboard boxes. Metal Gear is the birthing place for the box, and as you could see, it eventually evolves into something greater. So like father like son, Solid Snake has adopted the cardboard box, which is perfect for this kind of environment because there's a lot of cargo and warehouses inside Outer Haven. But the problem is with the boxes, it's not invincible, and if the camera sees you moving in the box, you will activate the alert phase. And Big Boss, being the comedic genius he is, pokes fun at Snake.
But I'm dummy thick, and the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the guards.
Metal Gear 2 was the first of its kind to adopt the transportation system, in using conveyor belts in order to get to different sections of the map, and also using cargo trucks. It was the first game of its kind before every other game later in the franchise adopted the transportation method. Whilst the box may disguise you well enough, if you do find yourself walking on some loud metal plates, then it can be a problem. The same as it is with cameras, so you're best off usually trying to keep out the way or keep underneath the cameras if you can. Now, if you feel like having a bit of a change, maybe you could try equip the bucket. Yes, Snake looks like a pleb, but the fact that it's bulletproof can help you in your mission. The cool thing is, Snake doesn't care what it looks like, as long as it's effective, you can use it.
Yo, B-boy, Snake Dog G. What? Yeah, alright, listen up. Launch a motherfucking missile to blat that power majigga, dog. Yeah, motherfucker. God, how's everyone know my phone number? God. Yeah, alright. Just call me Deep Throat.
Whoops.
So as per usual, the box can hide you from cameras and guards. It's a little cold in Alaska, so it's worth finding yourself a box. The first person function works just as before, but do be warned, when you are moving around in the box also moves on the outside, which can give away your position.
What?
Just a bug.
Gotcha this time.
Of course, it's just an innocent box, but however, if you're in evasion mode, shit starts to go downhill as you will get your box confiscated.
That's just great. Leave me alone.
And if you come across some lasers, no worries, the box itself can get past them. So if you can't be bothered crawling, use the box. Plus the box is also very bulletproof and tanky, but however your life gauge will go down. And as for the electrified floor, it doesn't harm the box, but Snake's ass gets a beating.
What are you staring at?
So you've come across some doggos and you feel like slapping the shit out of Meryl. Well, doggos won't take too kindly to it and start weeing on the box. Generally these good boys do like a good box, so I recommend staying in it when you come across the wolves. And yes, the fast travel system as well is here in Metal Gear 1 in where you can travel wherever you want. But however, this time you have to choose the appropriate box in order to be travelling to certain areas across the map.
I saw a man hiding under a cardboard box.
Where?
On the connecting bridge to Shell 2.
Pliskin, is that you?
Yeah.
You're so cool, so confident.
Thanks for the compliment.
Yeah, Pliskin's the kind of guy you can really depend on, isn't he?
What?
Raiden, pipe down. Rose just recognizes game. She knows this guy knows how to use the box on the connecting bridge. Maybe you should try it sometime instead of, doing your hair in the woman's bathroom.
What the? Fuck you!
Failure. Cut the power right now.
So if you're a Sigma like Snake, you don't need anything else but the box. It's the ultimate relationship. This time you can look around in first person view without having to move the entire box, giving your position away. That doesn't mean though our guard still won't check inside to see what he thinks he can find. And on the other hand, the backup units are a bit more impatient and really want to see what's under that box. I can see some broken necks coming here. Unfortunately this time you have to procure all your weapons on site, so we don't have the bulletproof box as such anymore from the first game, but either way you get a bit of protection for whilst it can give you, but that means destroying the beloved box.
Out of my way!
Had to put the stick in the box, pour up the whole damn ceiling I could lay.
What do we have here? Shit!
Raiden, are you out of your fucking mind? That was the last box I could find. Anyway, kid, doesn't matter. If you find a cardboard box, make sure you put it to good use.
So if you're riding and you happen to find yourself in Strut E, it's probably a good idea to use any box that you find, but yet again certain boxes for certain places you'll end up, and you'll go on the conveyor belt as you can see, and the conveyor belt shall take you to several places of which the box is designated to go.
Try that again!
When you find yourself up against Fortune, I would recommend using the cardboard box. You can literally dodge every rail charge shot she has to use against you. The box is just OP.
Jack, how's the mission going?
Seriously?
All I ever wanted was to share your dreams, to spend a meaningful evening with you.
Fuck you! It's over!
There wasn't anything in your room. Only a box on your head.
Rose, you do understand. A box is a man's best friend for life. You're just temporary.
Cut the fucking power!
The age of the box has died. It's no longer about stealth infiltration missions. It's about moving your house with your box, just as Big Boss said. The day of the box is extinct, and I along with it.
So we're back once again, it's Metal Gear Solid 4, and we're quite old this time. Snake's got accelerated aging, unfortunately. And what better time to start using the box in terms of getting around? The only problem is Snake's can't really carry himself as much as he used to do anymore. He's not as strong as what he was. But the movement speed is a little bit reduced because of that, but it's still good to go. Speaking of the realism and the dynamics and the physics of the box this time round, I think Metal Gear Solid 4 nails it just the best out of every other game. Yeah, sure, there's not as many options and many things much more you can do than the previous games, but Metal Gear Solid 4 is like the ultimate stealth experience. Out of all the games, I'd say this one takes itself very seriously compared to the likes of Peace Walker or Metal Gear 5. The sense of realism in this game feels so much better as when you're knocked down, the cardboard box itself stays within the physical realm instead of turning into an item box. And yes, this has got nothing to do with boxes, but can we just please have a shout out for the camo index? Why couldn't we get that for Metal Gear 5? It clearly gives us incentive to change our clothing. Whilst MGS4 takes itself seriously, you can still have fun in many ways, including messing with the rebels.
Who's that? You again? Go! Huh? Huh? Did you say a box? Did you say a box?
That could work, actually.
And of course, Metal Gear Rising itself has the use of boxes. Who am I fucking kidding, guys? This is Metal Gear Solid Rising. It's time, cause it will come.
By nature, you've lost your mind.
Take care of the box.